on that. And I'm not sure whether that included the original one. It said 1,000 works in my mind. And then when I repowered it, it was another 6,000.
Yeah.
So the whole was roughly 16,000. You can't buy a boat today for that.
That's incredible.
So anyway, where are we here? We had, my son got divorced and we're moving, no, that was before his divorce. We're moving from Windsor to Glastonbury in the house. And what I did was I just hired all my friends, didn't hire them all. And we had a moving party and we moved the boat out and we just put it on a trailer. It's partly finished there.
Look at that. That's wild.
Isn't that a nice shape?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know whether that's the second layer or the first layer on there. I think it's the second layer. But you can see how.
I like the truck too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, we've wiped off the bottom a couple.
Was
times.
there all 8 people on the boat?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think it was.
so
that
so it was 48 miles an hour?
Yeah, 49.
49, oh, of course.
10 years. Yeah.
Did you have a speedometer, or how did
No,
you?
we used GPS.
Oh, the GPS, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. That's wild.
I grew up with a
Well,
slide.
how'd you stay on the water? I mean, weren't
We
you,
were behind Duck Island,
Uh-huh.
and it's glassy smooth,
okay.
and so we just opened it up.
Don't hit a wave, you'll be airborne.
We're very careful about waves.
Oh, God, that is wild. That's,
Our normal work on one side of the boat at a time. So we're working on that, and then I don't know. Oh, I'm drilling for this. That is the scariest thing in the world. Drilling the shaft hole. And
Oh, yeah.
that really is because I can screw the whole thing up.
You go in a circle very well.
So anyway, then this is turning day. We were turning the boat to work on the other side. We bought the strut from Glen L. I remember that. Anyway, we call that our turning day. Those are big parties. And turning the boat around to work on the other side on the bottom. Becoming to look like a boat, and that's mahogany on the outside. The sides are 3/8 thick and the bottom's a 1/2 inch thick on that.
And you just turned it by rolling on that?
This particular day we had it out. This is our turning day. We're going to turn the boat over so we could work on the top. So we made a structure just to roll it over. And that was a
So
turn.
we did the PT boats.
Yeah.
Oh, they did the same idea?
Yeah.
It's a great way to do it, really.
Just rolling it over. This is mahogany. And oh, I don't know. That might be plywood on the bottom. And just more turning pictures, rolling it over. And I think we're taking the building form out. That's the building form. It's starting to look like a boat now. And oh, I didn't bring a piece of my decking. I should have done that. That was my idea on that. And what this is, that's not poplar. It might be holly.
Yeah, holly is traditional.
Yeah. And what I did was I took, as wide as that is, the board is that thick. And it was maybe 10 inches wide or 8 inches wide. And I planed it and glued on a piece of holly. And I didn't glue it, I got it ready to be glued. Laid down some saran wrap and put another little section on top so they clamped together to put the holly in there. And then I cut it off like a cookie cutter. To do that.
That's a great idea.
And I stain this, and right now it's all folded out. And this is the crane. We bought a trailer and called the crane in to pick it up and put it on the trailer for us. Things like we had no money. We're always scrounging. So I needed a rudder, and I'm down at the Portland boat yards, and they got a whole stack of wooden boats sitting in they're going to burn them, right? So I said, can I buy that rudder from the guy? He says, yeah, give me $30 for it. So I went to get the rudder, and the bees and the grass and everything, I couldn't get it out. So my son and I came back the next day with a chainsaw. We cut the whole back of the boat off. Loaded it up.
Put that on your wall.
And I got home, and then I cut the shape of the rudder on my handsaw because it was much too big, but it's all bronze and you can cut it. So I got that. I got where the shaft goes through, then the stuffing box. I got that out of a wreck.
Oh, wow.
A wreck. And when we cut the back of the boat off, I took all the shifting cables because they're going to burn them. So we really
That's excellent.
good.
You did the old New England Yankee way, it sounds like.
Yeah, we didn't have the budget to really.
Right.
And then we used coffee table books to find out where do you put the hardware, how should it look. Oh, and the windshield, I was so just upset about this. Guy had a Chris Craft, and he burnt it. I said, you could have sold the serial number on it, and the people would have loved it. And he had the window brackets there, and I bought these window brackets off a 1930 Chris Craft.
Oh, they hadn't gotten destroyed with fire in
He
it?
took them off ahead of time.
Oh, good.
He took them off specifically to resell, and like $75 for the windshield brackets. Stuffing box was free. The rudder was $30.
That's excellent.
I had to get a small machine shop, a machine that, drive shaft to the right length and keyways on it. And one of the things is, I tried too hard to save money, and the keyway, I had a machine it like the old-fashioned way because it was cheap. He said, I can do it better, I can make it better, but it's another $150. I said, no, the old way works, I'll do that. I have not had any trouble, but I wished I had done it. And the other thing is, if you're tired, stop working. Don't say, I can knock this out real quick and be done. Don't speed up, because every time I try to do something fast, I screwed up.
Yeah.
I screwed up.
Motivation over these years this project is going
I
on.
loved it. I just absolutely loved
You loved it, okay, all right, good, well, that's good if you
Trailer
love
costs
it.
more than the boat.
it. Yeah. Oh, the trailer guy gave me a great deal too. I mean, I had to pay full price for the trailer. Actually, what we did was I sent the plans up to a caravan trailer. The dealer did it for me. And they put the trailer together to match the boat.
Oh, wow.
Okay, because the engine sits right over the axles, the weight of that. So it works out. And this here is, that was an interesting thing. It's a steel cut water, and it's stainless steel. And what they did was, how do you make them? I had absolutely no idea and couldn't find any way to make them. So what I did was I made a pattern, and I cut out 2 pieces exactly that shape. And then I took, at different stations along the bow, I measured the width of it, and I cut notches, and I put the stainless steel in that and clamped it to give it the shape of the bow. And then I took it to a marine welder over in Brantford, and he said, I've never done it this way before. And I said, I don't know how to do it. And he welded it up for me, and
Oh, that's great.
You didn't burn the wood.
No, it was the molds were just little pieces of.
Oh, okay.
I cut the mold at different stations, at the different angles, and placed them on that and clamped the aluminum, the stainless in, and then he welded it. It worked out beautiful.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't really, especially with it being stainless, I wouldn't know how they'd want to work with it or what they'd want to do ahead of time
How
either.
do they do it? I just did a real illustrator when I got laid off. I worked in Apollo 11, and when the astronauts walked on the moon, their backpack, their life support equipment was my project.
Oh my goodness, wow, you've had an interesting
And as soon
career.
as they walked on the moon,
All right,
I had gotten married, and I got laid off.
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
So
no.
That's
I
industry.
became a valve designer for a small company called Contramatics in Rockville. And I designed some valves, I got some valve patents, no big deal. Then I became a contract administrator, combustion engineering. And Millstone 2, I was a contract administrator for that. And I got to tour the reactor housing the day before they put the fuel in.
oh my goodness.
Really?
Yeah.
Before it went active? Wow.
The day before it went active,
Wow.
before they started refueling it. all the vendors got a tour, and I had a real nice tour.
That's pretty amazing.
But the big thing was my working on Apollo 11. That was a
Yeah, that's
stressful.
that's a-
Stressful.
job of a lifetime.
You know, a lot of writing with it.
Yeah, I couldn't know everything that went wrong. And the things we didn't know how to fix. I don't know how to fix that.